G'day from the Bureau with a look at your midweek forecast around the country. So today we saw showers and thunderstorms through parts of WA with gusty winds, and that rain band is now approaching the South Australia border. And as we move into tonight and into tomorrow, we're going to see that cold front move across much of South Australia with a band of rain, gusty winds and cooler temperatures. While behind the front, conditions will ease quickly as a high ridges in along WA. But along the east coast, after what has been a wet week or two, finally sunshine returning to many of us along the east coast. So a good time to get out there and get some sunshine. While in the southeast, winds will be freshening ahead of this cold front, which is going to move through parts of Victoria, Tasmania and western New South Wales late Thursday and into Thursday night with a band of rain, gusty winds and cooler temperatures. But note how this front quickly weakens as it moves into Friday. So we're seeing little if any rainfall across eastern parts of New South Wales and Queensland as that front really weakens and moves away. And high pressure starts moving into much of the country by Friday night, bringing fine and clear conditions to all but the far southern coastline with showers about parts of Tasmania and southern Victoria as well, with a cold start as we head into the weekend period. So let's look at that total rainfall though in these coming days. Firstly, this rain has already fallen, but note some of the light to moderate falls picking up through parts of South Australia and Victoria with that front. But also note how the rain stops through central parts of New South Wales, and we're looking at very little if any rainfall along the coast of New South Wales after what has already been a wet few weeks. Pretty wet though through parts of Tasmania, most of that falling as we see in the next 12 to 24 hours, and then very dry across the rest of the country. So let's look at those minimum temperatures in the coming days. So when we wake up tomorrow morning, we're going to see single figure minimums across much of central and eastern inland Australia and getting pretty close to zero through some areas where we'd like to see some frost patches, particularly through our elevated areas. Elsewhere, staying pretty cool as well. 8 degrees in Perth, 10 in Adelaide, 8 in Melbourne, 5 in Hobart, 1 in Canberra. Like to see some frost there. 8 in Sydney, cooler in the western suburbs, and 12 in Brisbane. It's going to warm up to a cool day across the south, as we'd expect this time of year being winter, but pretty warm through parts of Queensland into the mid-20s as well, and across our tropical north with temperatures in the low 30s I should say. Then as we get into Friday morning, again, continuing this theme of cold conditions right across the country, with even getting up to 9 degrees at Mount Isa and cool mornings right across the south. Then Friday, similar day, with temperatures in the mid to high teens across the south and getting up into the 20s as we get further to the north. And let's look at our first glimpse of what Saturday is looking like. We can see that cold air really starting to move northwards on Saturday and dropping down as well. Only 11 in Hobart on Saturday, 13 in Melbourne, 19 or 18 on the central coast of New South Wales, 19 as well in Perth, 22 in Brizzy and only 13 in Canberra. So if you're heading out in the next couple of days and want the latest forecast for your area, remember you can always get it via our website, app and social media.